Hola, hey, Barry Goss here, co-founder of M4 Research, the publisher of M4 Insider and Renegade Money Guide. I wanted just to take a brief few moments to just say, hey, thanks for watching this video. You may have came here from a Medium post that I put on medium.com, and I just wanted to kind of reiterate and give some vocals to the post, which I talked about you deserving some substance behind articles that you read online as it relates to wealth building, as it relates to asset accumulation, as it relates to cash flow, as it relates to making, managing, and multiplying money, which is what we focus on here at our research company. And this often entails either me, Brad, my co-founder, our team, our associates, our family members, our close confidants, you name it, our colleagues in the industry, making sure that one of us, all of us, some of us have access to what we are endorsing, the kinds of programs that you can tap into, the kinds of ways you can save money, the kinds of ways that you can make money, the kinds of ways that you can multiply money. And so what happens is when I come across articles like this, and I'm not going to flesh out where this is. You can figure this out on your own if you really need to. But you know what? The person who wrote it, hey, it's on screen. So what? It needs to be, because when you write, and I'm not even blaming the writer at this point. I'm blaming, I would call, the publisher. When you see a title called the tried and true guide to wealth creation, you want content that meshes up with the title, or the title should be changed to mesh up with what the content is, which for about 250 words, if that, it ain't really anything. And this is the kind of stuff that I know that just makes people nauseous when it comes to reading stuff about wealth building and investing online. Because when you come across stuff like this, you're tainted. You're automatically, it's so it's desensitized to the point where you're like, oh God, rolling your eyes, not another one. Really? Give me the tried and true secrets and success of wealth creation. Well, here they are, according to this writer. Get your financial house in order. Put aside money for investment. Think about retirement early. Increase the value of your home. Now, come on. Education's fine, and surface level broad strokes about wealth might be needed for some. But in the end, what we realize is that you need in-depth knowledge and in-depth wisdom and in-depth guidance and fanatical where-tos almost. When I say fanatical, I mean very impassioned people doing their thing when it comes to fleshing out the places you can go and the people that you need to know. That kind of sounded Dr. Seussish. The places you can go and the people you need to know to get that done when it comes to your money. So when I come in here and log into the Renegade Money Guide, full throttle, that's what we know it as, but it's Renegade Money Guide 2.0. I wanted to show you around a little bit so you understand, and I can show and prove to you that this ain't just some chintzy, rincy-dincy, fly-by-night, whatever you want to associate. Your mind is probably conditioned, in other words, to see stuff like this online where you're just like, okay, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I can't read this crap anymore. I don't even know who I trust anymore. I don't even know what even questions I'm supposed to ask anymore as it relates to the art and science of making money work for yourself. Let's just say you're talking for me. I can kind of put myself in your shoes is what I'm saying, because this is what drove me to help start and grow this company in 2011 when we changed over to this brand from the Wealth Vault to from the Wealth Vault to M4 Research, and then moving over to M4 Insider, our bigger, our upgraded membership, if you will. But for now, the Renegade Money Guide is a one-time fee. After you get through with the introduction here, you can click there and you can go right into the Renegade Money Hacks. Now, they are broken down by category, by usage of of money and usage of your implementation of things you need in your life. So for instance, maybe you want to learn about money and time saving ideas. You can click here, and when you come here, you are going to come to some headlines. And if, say, how to save up to 50% in car insurance intrigues you, you can click on that and you can read all about it. And it'll take you to a vendor. It'll take you to a site that we have fleshed out. 3 secret websites that uncover 5-star luxury hotels. You can read all about it, and you can scroll down through here and get the websites. You can come back up here to hacks, and you want to learn, say, about investing and trading. Where are some unique places to go? There are some headlines for you. Lazy way to trade the stock market and make 3% to 10% per month. Well, there you go. I'm not going to scroll down through that and show that off right now, because this is for people who pay us to come in here and learn what we're all about. This is the value, is not having to go sift and sort and select this on your own. You save time by doing that, and in the end, we hope you will save money. As a matter of fact, we are pretty, using the word fanatical again, we're pretty hardcore in and have a focused objective, if you will, to get the right feedback from our peeps, the people who come in here and look at our stuff. We are not sitting on our laurels here when it comes to the 40 or so plus hacks that are in here from the launch of 2.0. We are constantly looking for new things, and when they meet our requirements, we'll let you know. We'll put it in here. We'll let you know exactly what we added and where we added it. And for instance, we added something here in September under privacy: protect your loan and mortgage eligibility with these simple steps. You can click right on here, right on the privacy. It'll take you right there. We have 2 items right now under privacy. So even though this is a one-time fee, we will expand stuff and include stuff and add stuff into these categories for our members. We do have other more consistent fact and opinion pieces. We have more in-depth stuff that we provide to our M4 Insider members. These are the archives of, if I just go down here closer to the date I'm doing this video, these are the archives of things that we include in M4 Insider. But this will all be, you'll be privy to what M4 Insider is when you first become a Renegade Money Guide 2.0 member. So you can click the URL below, and you can paste it in your browser and go right to the presentation that Brad, my partner, gives for 11 minutes. And I highly recommend you watch the entirety of that 11-minute presentation. But the point is that I just wanted to say that, a lot of these kinds of know-hows and these insights, they're really hidden from the general public. Mainly because, you can say it's due to obsolete regulations. You could say it's due to, others purely being out of ignorance of them, because, let's face it, brokers, are primary salesmen, and they, they're not true investment researchers and analysts. And, there's not really an incentive for bankers to be talking to you about stuff like this. So bureaucrats know about this kind of stuff, but they keep it hush-hush. So those are the 3 obstacles really to getting into the meaty-greedy, in-depth realm of what we would call renegade money or specialized knowledge. As you can see here, we use that phrase right in the introduction. So when you come in here, read the introduction, understand why we do what we do, what we're all about, you really want to know what the motives and the objectives are. What's the objective? What's the motive for hitting the objective for anybody who publishes anything? And we try to be as transparent as we can about that in everything that we do. So I welcome any questions that you might have. But this is, to me, this is pocket change for the kind of knowledge that you can gain. We're charging $30 access to this, around $30 depending on whether there's a discount or not. Average price of gaining access to the Renegade Money Guide is only $30. 3 $10 bills, or two large pizzas and a movie, or two movie tickets probably. So highly recommend you come in here, check it out. Let us know what you think. Give us some feedback, and it's up to you if you want to upgrade to M4 Insider, but we will not be cajoling you or pressuring you or forcing you to do that. All right, hope that helps, and talk soon.